In this video, we're going to look at dividing polynomials again, only this time we're going to look at a method that considerably shortens my work. Again, and somewhat of a repeat from the previous video, I want to look at 18,900 divided by 60. Now, in the last video, we performed a long division, but I'm going to show you something some of you may not know. And that is, if I break 60 down into 6 times 10, I don't have to do that long division. I can take the 18,900 and divide it by 10 first. That kind of, in essence, takes off a 0, so that's 1,890. And then I can do another short division and divide that by 6. 6 goes into 18 3 times with nothing left over. 6 goes into 9 one time with 3 left over. And then 6 goes into 30, if I can ever get my 3 written. 6 goes into 30 5 times with nothing left over. Notice I got the same exact answer, and although I did 2 divisions, by being short divisions, worked out quicker. Will this work every time? Yes, it will. However, I need long division because if I'm dividing by 23, well, I'm sorry, there's not any primes that go into 23. There's no numbers that divide it. It's primes, so it's just 1 times 23. So I have to divide by 23. But if it's a composite number, I can factor it into something that I see will divide into it and then do another short division. And I may and may not have a remainder. Now let's take a look at what that's going to translate into algebraically. We're going to arrange the polynomial in descending powers just like we had to divide, but we're going to stick in a 0 coefficient anytime we have a missing term. So if I have 0 x squares, I write out 0 x squares. Then we're going to write C for the divisor, x minus C, so I'm thinking of the minus here, so be cautious with that. Then to the right, we're going to write out the coefficients of the dividend, just the coefficients. Then we're going to write the leading coefficient of the dividend on the bottom row. It's 3 rows here. And we're going to do C, which is going to be in something I'm going to call a box. We're going to do box times the bottom, what we just wrote, and then we're going to write it on the second row. When I enter a value on that second row, I'm going to add it to the top row. So it's adding, coming down. Then I'm going to repeat that as many times as I can until all the columns are filled in. The numbers in that bottom row are going to be my quotient plus the remainder above the divisor. The degree of the first term of the quotient will be 1 less than the degree of the first term of the dividend. Then the final value in this row will be my remainder. Now let's see what that's going to look like. First of all, I am in descending order, but I don't have any x squares. So I want to think of my dividend here as 1 x cubed plus 0 x squared minus 7x minus 6. Now to do my synthetic division, I'm also going to think of this as x minus negative 2. I'm going to put a little box up here to keep me straight, and I'm going to enter my negative 2 because it's x minus negative 2. Then I'm going to enter just the coefficients off of my dividend over there. So it's 1, 0, negative 7, negative 6. And yes, the 0 is absolutely necessary. He's my placeholder. Okay, then I'm going to bring down the 1, the leading coefficient. And that's got me set up. I'm ready now to start. So, I say box times bottom. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. I write him in the middle. Then I add. 0 and negative 2 is negative 2. Box times bottom. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. Then I say box times bottom again. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. And then I add, and I get a 0. So, my x cubed minus 7x minus 6 is equal to x minus negative 2, which is going to change into x plus 2, times, this was a cube, so this is going to be a square. X squared minus 2x minus 3, and with a remainder of 0, so I don't have a plus anything out there. That's my solution. So synthetic division does not always work, but when it does, it is the quickest way to divide polynomials.